HyperX Alloy Origin 60. 60 stands for the dimensions of this keyboard from HyperX, of course. 60% means less keys. You're typically used to add the 110% keyboard with the numpad and all the function keys. 60% is for those who don't like their keyboard to occupy a lot of space on their desks. So, if you're into it, you're going to love this video. Let's see if you're also going to love the HyperX Alloy Origin 60.
Jack it up.
So, first thing first, we need to unseal this, and I'm gonna take a knife. 1 and 2. Let's go. This keyboard is compatible, as you can clearly read from the box itself, with the PC, but also PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, which is strange. Unfortunately, I don't have a console to test that compatibility out. HyperX as you covered. Got issues? Contact us. Some paperwork, some instructions which we're not gonna use right now. Download software, which we'll have to do because this software has some special features for macros and so on. We've got first very nice thing, a USB-C cable, which means this can be plugged and unplugged. And guys, this is like something really useful. It's not a gimmick, because if you need to just, like, the most common thing, clean your desk, if you can just unpop the USB Type-C, it's way more comfortable than having to move everything. Cazzo. Let's have a look at the keyboard itself. This is pretty heavy, I'll have to say. On their side they claim this is aluminum, aerospatial aluminum, which of course means that it goes through a different manufacturing process, making it more resistant, tough, hard, fatigue resistant and malleable than regular aluminum. But this is metal, and I like metal in keyboards, and it's really damn heavy, so I don't know what they mean, but it's probably true. For the materials, as I've said, aluminum, and the keycaps of course are in plastic. They're removable and they are customized because you can see that we have some keys with second functionalities on the bottom of the keys itself, but we're gonna dig into that details later on. As for dimensions, this is almost 30 centimeters by 10 centimeters and only 3 centimeters in 8, and this is almost 800 grams for a 60% keyboard, which is pretty insane, I'll have to say. The keycaps are PBT, this is a special kind of plastic, and the unit I'm reviewing right now has red switches, which I've only tried with the Everest mountain keyboard, which if you haven't seen the video, you can check it out right here, the keyboard. And I'll have to say, I kinda like them. They are way more silent than the brown switches, which I think are my favorite. But as for silenceness, yeah, they're way more silent. Try to connect it thanks to the USB-C connection on the back of the keyboard. Let's plug it in. The PC. And let's see how it looks. Ooh. This is very nice. The RGB lighting is not as aggressive as I thought it might have been, which is nice because I don't like these super flashy accessories and peripherals for my PC. I like RGB, but nothing too fancy. Nothing too fancy, and then I use peripherals like this one. Okay. I can already tell that the switches or the keycaps, I think the keycaps actually, are a little bit louder than the mounting, even if it's also a red MX red switch keyboard. So of course it has to do with the lubrication, the keycaps, a lot of things actually. But this is super compact and more clicky. It's not a negative or positive thing, it's just a different kind of typing experience. And we also have some other accessories in the box. We have a spacebar, more with like what it looks like a topographical map, like there's topographical maps on the EV of this keycap removal tool, and an HyperX themed ask button, or realistically a button. So I think I'm gonna switch to the moon. Oh, this is really nice. With the RGB lighting, this is way more cool. I think I just noticed the layout is the American one, so I'll have to remember once again by memory all the keys in Italian. But let's try the function keys, because we actually have a lot of them. First of all, let's open Spotify, because I already see some stop and play music, skip, go backwards. So I think I'm gonna check it out real quick. Let's listen to Idemame from Baby No Money and Rich Brian. Spotify doesn't work, of course, as always. Function B, it stops. V, it doesn't go backwards because I don't have a backward and nothing. M, to mute, it works. This one to lower the volume, this other one to go up. L for what? What is this? Ooh! These are all the lighting options, okay. So we have the rainbow-like effect. We have this one, which it's pretty ugly, not gonna lie. Like, what the hell is this one? Why would I want this? Bruh. And the reactive one, which is always... Oh, shut up. Which is always nice, not gonna lie. Then we have the brightness of the keyboard, not of the monitor. I don't know why I have always this question if the brightness is of the monitor or the keyboard. It's always the keyboard, of course. I don't know. Okay, then we have page up, page down, and home and print. Your keys, the keys that you would have on the numpad. Then we have FN, Alt to go for the arrows. This one, Control and question mark. These are your arrows. And then all the num row for the F row, so F1, F2, and you know. We haven't even talked about the software for this keyboard yet, but we need to talk about it because it's one of the few that is actually well made. In fact, you can download it from the Microsoft Store. You select your HyperX device, compatible of course with Ngenuity. This is the name of the software, and here you don't have a ton of options, but you have the one that matters. You can change the lighting effect, breathing, confetti, swipe, solid, twilight, wave, and sun. I'm gonna leave it to wave because this is my favorite. And you can also add another effect on top, which will be the effect once you click your keyboard. In fact, if I click like FN, you can see on the preview that we have, of course, this explosion effect. And let me show it to you. This is the same we've got right here. So a really nice feature that adds something more from other keyboards. You can select of course the colors of the single, the explosion, the speed of the wave effect, and once you click on keys, you can customize every single button. You can assign a different keyboard function or a mouse function, or some macros, some multimedia, and so on. So a lot of customization. And the FN layer you can also customize. So this is for your normal keys, the one on top of the keycaps, and the FN layer, it's for all the function keys, of course, so the one written on the side of the keycap. Also, the I key, which I wasn't sure what would do. It's actually the game mode, which you can enable it from here, the software, and you can block some keys such as Alt Tab or Alt F4 if you tend to rage quit pretty often, and so on. At the beginning of the video, I said that I don't like super compact keyboards such as this one. But with this one, I found out a case scenario where I really love it. And it's with my laptop, especially since I can travel with this keyboard really easily. Even if it's pretty heavy, 800 grams about, thanks to the 60% layout and the detachable cable, which is a really nice feature by the way, you can throw it in a backpack and don't worry about it. Or you can even put it on top of your laptop and use it like that, even if it's not super comfy for your wrist actually. To sum it up, this is the perfect keyboard for every gamer who likes the super compact layout, or for everyone who wants a good mechanical keyboard to pair with their laptop. But you're going to spend about 120 euros.